Hi, this is Linda and Aaron with Traveling Flamingo, and today we are sitting down at Giovanni's table on Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas to tell you everything you need to know about this specialty dining restaurant. All of that and more coming right up.
Giovanni's Table is the Italian restaurant on Royal Caribbean's fleet. We enjoy dining here on the Allure of the Seas. Giovanni's is open for lunch and dinner. It's not a large dining room, so, it does sort of feel kind of intimate. And when we were on here, it was during COVID, so it was very quiet. But it's not a very large dining room either way, and it is very intimate, and you will definitely know your server. The colors and decor, such as the murals, which are all Italian themed, were really well done and help to enhance the Italian vibe of the restaurant. There is indoor and outdoor seating. This is nice if you're enjoying the warm Caribbean weather. Overall, from a theme and atmosphere perspective, it was well done. However, it could have been a bit like any other specialty dining restaurant on the ship. But a lot of signature restaurants, I kind of like this, right? They kind of have their own little theme, and it's not very it doesn't really go through the entire restaurant. It wasn't very theme heavy, but it did at a very high level try to show it was Italian. On the newer and newly renovated ships, Giovanni Table is getting a fresh new look called Giovanni's Italian Kitchen, and we're looking forward to trying this. Have you tried this? Have you been to Giovanni's Italian Kitchen? Do you find a big difference? We'd love to know in the comments below. This brings us on to location.
I agree the theming wasn't too strong, but it is nice to get to know your server. So for the location on the Allures of the Seas, you can find Giovanni's Table in Central Park, which is located on Deck 8 in the middle of the ship. So it's pretty centrally located, both for the forward and aft elevators. We loved Central Park. It is so beautiful with the trees and flowers. There are lots of nice little seating areas, and in the evening there's live music playing. It's really nice just to sit outside and enjoy the music. They also have lots of varieties of plants from all over the world, and they have little plaques, so if you want to know what they are, where they're from, you can have a look at those. They also have simulated noises, which is sort of interesting. So when you're walking through, you can hear crickets at night or roosters in the morning, and it does give a very immersive experience. It's pretty cool. So in terms of location, it's really nice that Giovanni's Table is in Central Park. And if you're interested in any other cruising videos, be sure to check out our channel. We do have a room tour of our room on the Allure of the Seas, as well as lots of other cruising videos. So after this video, be sure to check us out.
The menu is very clearly Italian themed, but there's a good variety, and it's broken down into 4 categories. There's the appetizer, soup, pasta, and main. I'm going to try my best to pronounce all of these dishes. As you know, we are not great at this. Please feel free to correct my pronunciations in the comments below, as I'm sure you all will do. For appetizers, you can get the antipasti, the seafood, flatbreads, and more. For the soups, there is Soup of the Day and Zuppa di Lencia al Cortona, the choice from baked shrimp. The pasta section includes risotto, lasagna, tagliatelle, and more. For the entrees, you can choose from baked shrimp, veal meatballs, sole, and of course more. We were very happy and impressed with the amount of variety. On other cruise ships, the Italian restaurants tried to not have, they don't generally have as many options as you would see on here. So we were very happy that there were a lot of options for those who may not like Italian specifically, and you could definitely dine here if that's not up your alley.
I agree, Aaron. It's nice that there isn't just pasta. So if you're going with a big group, that there's a lot of variety to choose from. That being said, there was so much that we were interested in. We had a hard time choosing what to have. So for our appetizer, we went with our server's recommendation, and we got the pork belly, and we also got Giovanni's Italian cheese and cured meat plank. So the pork was slow roasted with arugula basil salad. It was very tender and had a lot of flavor. I would definitely get that again. Aaron had the cheese and cured meat plank, and it was pretty good, and he can tell you more. I wasn't overly amazed with it, but it was nice. There was also a bread service at Giovanni's, and you can have that with oil and vinegar. It was very nice, and the fresh baked bread was delicious, and it was bread that we also didn't get at other restaurants, so that was very nice. And of course, we had a hard time deciding on a main. So, we got two. We actually both got the gnocchi al gorgonzola. Sorry about that. And it was amazing. There was so much flavor. It was nice and rich. We definitely probably should have split that because we both really wanted to try it. And it came in the size of a main. And then we both did get mains. Aaron had the filet mignon with roasted garlic potato puree and broccolini with baroloa sauce. And the filet had Italian seasoning. It was really nice, but it wasn't the best steak we had on the cruise. And I think Aaron actually found that it was very similar to the steak that he had in the main dining room, but he did really like those mashed potatoes. I had the grilled prawns with cherry tomatoes and potato puree, and the prawns were delicious. The seasoning was on point, but I'm really glad I got the gnocchi as well because I might have been looking for something a little bit more, but as I said, we totally could have shared the gnocchi. For dessert, we had the tiramisu and the cannolis. I don't have cannolis very often, so I can't tell you if they were terrific or not, but I enjoyed them. And the tiramisu was delicious. We really enjoyed it, and we get that again. And for sure, the tiramisu was better than the one we had them in the main dining room, so it was definitely worth the additional charge, I would say.
I'm a bit of a sucker for having some sort of charcuterie board, and I did like it. It was a lot of like hard cheeses, so it was like Parmesan and Reggiano. So it was, it wasn't amazing, but it was pretty good. And the meats were really good. The steak was cooked really well. But I would say if you want to get a steak, go to Chops Grill. And I would say that the food overall here was actually pretty good. From a sort of value and price perspective, in terms of price, it was about $25. Lunch was about $15. We did enjoy the pasta and the dessert, and the service was very terrific. Hands down, the people who support us here and the people who serve us here, it was amazing. We really enjoyed them. And it was a very nice and intimate feeling. If you're interested in having a quieter or romantic dinner, this is a great option. We didn't find the food that much better than the main dining room. Like the MDR was actually pretty good on Royal Caribbean. But we were very pleasantly surprised by the options and the amount of stuff that you could have, both in the MDR and at this restaurant. It's a nice price if you're looking for an intimate evening without paying for a 180 Central Park or Chops Grill, the steakhouse on board. This is a really good option if you want to have a great meal and you want to have something that's very intimate with you and your significant other. However, if you're looking for sunset dinner with great views, we would not recommend this. We would recommend Samba, which is the Brazilian steakhouse on board, and we will be reviewing that shortly. The views here, one thing I noticed about the Allure of the Sea and the other Royal Caribbean ships is there are no windows because most of the restaurants actually are connected to staterooms. And so behind the restaurants are staterooms, so there's no windows. So, you're not going to get a great view here, but we really did notice at Samba, which is the Brazilian steakhouse on board, great place if you want to have that sort of sunset, romantic dinner. There is also an option for a dining package, and you can get like a 3-night or 4-night, and it is basically, it's supposed to lower the cost of your dining package. We are going to do a video about this because there's, as always with these types of packages, there's some specifics as to how you get the best value for money out of those dining packages. But you can get one, and it does, in general, lower the cost of your meal. So that's another option if you are on one of the Royal Caribbean ships. There's dining packages, and those will basically reduce the per cost of your meal.
I absolutely agree with you, Aaron. I think the price here is nice if you are looking to have something a little bit different than the main dining room and enjoy some delicious food. $15 for lunch and $25 for a dinner is a very reasonable price. But the views at Samba, the Brazilian steakhouse, were amazing. We will definitely be doing a review of that. The views alone on that one and the theming in that dining room, I think it was possibly one of my favorites because of that. So I would recommend this restaurant if you're looking for a cheaper dinner and something that is, a little bit intimate and special. But there are other really nice restaurants on board. So depending what you're looking for, make sure you look around. So thank you so much for watching. We really hope that you enjoyed our review. As we said, we've got tons of cruise videos and we've got tons more coming. So please do hit that subscribe and like button. As a small channel, it means so much to us because we're still trying to grow. So thank you so much to everybody. Thanks again for watching and happy travels.